How can you be less needy? Now, I know needy can be a dirty word. Nobody wants to be needy. Everybody thinks, oh gosh, I shouldn't be needy. If someone's needy, that's bad. The problem is, what if you are, right? What if you're feeling that we all feel inside, which is that needy, kind of graspy, anxious experience? What do you do with that? How do we actually overcome this so we can feel more confident and feel more free? That's what I'm gonna answer in this video. And if you're benefiting from these videos, please make sure you subscribe down below and also give this video a like so it can reach more people. What do you do when you're needy? I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of time describing needy because I think we all have a sense of it, but the short version is I need you or something outside of me to be a certain way or else I'm not okay. Isn't that the essence of needy? So people think about neediness when it comes to dating. That's a big area. Relationships, friendships, maybe even work, with clients or potential clients, or I'm needy with my boss, right? That's you're wanting something. I'm wanting this person to like me. You have a very specific outcome that you want. I want them to like me. I want them to hire me. I want them to promote me. I want them to think I'm sexy. I want them to have sex with me, depending if it's the work or the dating example, perhaps. And now you have this desire, which is inherently fine. We have desires all over the place, right? But it's I need it because a strong desire can feel like an unpleasant, intense experience. And the only way for me to feel okay again is to get what I need. But we can also feel needy about life situations, right? I need this sports team to win. I need this football team. I need this basketball team to win. I need my mom to choose this in her life. I need the politics of the world to go this way or that way. I need this war to stop in the world or else I'm not okay, right? So it can expand further and further out. So really the same qualities of working with the neediness inside of yourself in relationships is going to be also how you work with that neediness with life. So what do we do when we notice the neediness? Well, the first thing you need to do is stop attacking it. This is the biggest pitfall I see people make is they notice neediness and the reaction is disgust. It's like, ew. Oh, gross. And nothing, you can't hate anything in yourself out of existence. You can't vote it off the island. You can't attack it and kill it and amputate it. And so the same thing is true for neediness. In fact, if you really think about it, it's almost like a young, childlike, scared quality, right? I need it, I need it, I'm not okay. And then you respond to it like beating the child, like, shut up, you're so terrible. It's not gonna work. It's never gonna work. It never has worked. It never will work. At best, you'll be able to hide the neediness as best as you can and then try to go take actions. But we all have had that experience of you're trying to hide the neediness. Like, okay, I'm not gonna send the super needy text because it's gonna make me look disgusting. So I'm gonna send a super smart, crafty text and I'm gonna send it in 4 hours. So I look cool. Now, maybe that's a little more effective because you're containing the neediness, but it's actually energetically not that effective because you're still broadcasting, that suffering and that pain. And that's what repels people is not necessarily the behaviors. It's the energetic transmission. Not okay, not okay, not okay. Gimme, gimme, gimme. So, And very few people respond to that gimme, gimme, gimme. I'm not okay with like, oh, here you go, right? Unless they have to or it's obligation or something. But in the dating world, they're like, well, no thanks. The work world, they're like, let's hire somebody else, right? So what do? 1, don't attack it. 2, we need to turn towards it with loving curiosity. This is what the biggest thing that I'm helping clients when I'm working with them for a year or even longer sometimes. It's doing this is the first order of business when I'm working with somebody is maybe the first 3 months, we're going into how do you actually turn towards that part of you with love and curiosity because they have such a history of hating that part, self-hatred through the roof. So actually move towards it and work at first with the disgust, right? It's like, ooh, I can't even look at it. Okay, and then eventually, and seeing it as a child can be very helpful. In fact, sometimes I'll do this with clients where I'll have them imagine that feeling is in either a younger version of themselves or imagine they have a niece, a nephew, if they have their own children. Like imagine when your child was 5 years old and they were feeling really, I need this to be okay. How would you respond to them? And that can trigger that compassion. So turn towards it with curiosity and compassion. And then 3 is become extremely curious about the story that I need this out there to go a certain way to feel a certain way in here. I need this or else. And I know it's convincing. I know it. Trust me. I know it. I've felt needy. I can feel needy. We all can go into that story, but there is no freedom in that story. It's not like, well, if I'm super needy, then I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to get what I want. I'm going to feel great. Of course, that's the impulse. You won't. Either you won't get what you want. Most likely you'll repel it, or you'll somehow, move heaven and earth and make something happen. You'll punch life in the face and take what you want. And then you're not going to feel relief. What do you feel? You feel scared for the next thing. Oh, that person responded to me. Yeah, my super awesome text was so good. I'm so smart. I wonder how the second date's gonna go. Oh, I need that to go well, right? The pattern will just pick up and move on to the next thing. You know what I'm talking about, right? You've done the exact same thing as me. We all have run this. So what we need to do is we need to get really curious. And for me, I strip away the details. I need this marketing campaign to go a certain way. I need this client to respond. I need my parents. I need someone to do this, right? Whatever it is, I'm getting real hooked into it. I'll say, okay, so I'm telling myself that I need something out there that I probably don't even control to go a certain way for me to feel okay in here, right? Do you see how it's stripped from all of the context? Because then I can just see the pattern. And I say, wow, that seems like a lot of suffering. Okay, what if I don't need anything out there to go a certain way to feel okay in here? And if you hear that question, you're like, how dare you? I do need this person to respond. Okay, all right, I'm just saying, what if? And notice how I'm playing with myself there? That's what I would encourage you to do. Start to play with yourself. Start to really roll that question around and get really curious about that. I need it, because I know it seems like it's true, but when it's the second you see that it's not true, you really see it. Like, oh, I mean, I prefer that, of course, that would be nice, but I don't need that. There's gonna be a moment of letting go and a moment of relief, and the anxiety is gonna melt away, and your confidence is gonna come out, and your best effective abilities to make things happen in the world are gonna come out as well. And it's a win-win. So how are you gonna use this in your life? Please share down in the comments below what you're finding most valuable. If you wanna take things further and you wanna work with me, go to draziz.com, draziz.com. You can check out my 12-month mastermind program. This has been life-changing. It's been running for 8 years. It's transformed hundreds of people's lives, maybe even 1,000 at this point, and you can really master this stuff in the deepest way possible. Just go to draziz.com and click on coaching or apply now. It should be right there on the page. And if you want to get started with something sooner, also at draziz.com, there's 5 steps to unleash your inner confidence. It's a free mini course where I'll teach you the exact steps that I work with every client on to help them make unstoppable confidence a reality in their life. So until we speak again, may you have the courage to be who you are and to know on a deep level that you're awesome. I'll talk to you soon.